Okay, so the next activity that we're doing, and we're going to use 002 as a good example here, is oops, not this one. Let's see, hold on one second. We're doing this one. It's called Sql Exercises. And we have a database, hotel room, booking, and guest. Do we have hotel room? Hotel room, booking, and guest. So you're going to cut and paste if you're lucky enough. You probably are going to have problems cutting and pasting, however. You're going to cut and paste out of this PDF file. Here's the thing here, but here's the problem when you cut and paste it. When you copy and paste it. Well, this one actually worked. Sometimes you get hidden characters in here, and the hidden characters are going to wreak havoc because you're not going to be able to see them. But you see how this is all the blue here? If this one, for example, wasn't in blue, if character was, let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger for you. See how the keywords are in blue? If I say something that's not in blue and I run it, I'm probably going to have an error message if you think it's supposed to be in blue. If the whole query doesn't work, all these queries should work. If they don't work, manually type it in. Or backspace over and replace part of it by because there's special characters that get cut and pasted out of PDF files that you can't see, that look normal. The other thing too, sometimes the quotes, sometimes the opening quotes like that get messed up. Let me pull this out of here. Actually, let me get out of yours here because I don't want to accidentally mess yours up. I go into mine. Here's mine. So if I paste it in and I run it, I see it and I go, okay, look, it worked. So that one, we got lucky with that one, but not all of them are going to be that easy. But so you have to create the tables. I think, yeah. And then ignore the primary key and the foreign keys. You don't really need to do that. Just use the simple create table commands here. Recreate the system. This is the easy part, by the way. Then you're going to populate the tables. You can put more data in here if you want. You can put more data in than is in this example, but you should be able to do it with the data that's in here. I think this is where we had a problem, actually. Huh? Yeah, only with the London. So let me demonstrate. Maybe this will have a... So I put the table in, right? So I'm going to paste in here. You had a... Oh, look at this, all red. That's telling me there's a problem with it. So I'm going to go here and go say, okay, values should work. And then what do I have here? Then I have to go figure out, there's something here. There's a tab here. Oh yeah, look at that. So I got a bad set of quotes. So this might not necessarily work. Actually, wasn't yours green? Mine was, you had a problem with the London. Let's see. It says table. Well, that's right, because I put guest in here. Where does I insert values? Okay, we don't have guest yet. Take guest out of here. Table guest room doesn't exist. Okay, we'll get rid of this one too. See, mine worked actually. Yours didn't cut and paste. So sometimes when you cut and paste it, it might work. Sometimes you might have a problem with it. If you do, just go through and start correcting things. So what you're going to do is recreate this, populate it, put some data inside of it. And then once you put data inside, oops, let me get out of here. Then you're going to get to the harder part. So update the table. This one here, set the price. You're going to create a backup, I think, as well. You're going to create booking old. All the instructions are given for you. And then here's the queries. So what you're going to do is you're going to put these in the body of an email message and send them to me. And the message is going to have on the subject line, student 001, student 002. I've only received maybe about half a dozen, maybe about 6 of these. Yeah. So I know that you guys are still working on it. So what we're going to do is kind of spend the rest of today. It's already 2:45. So we'll give you a couple hours. We'll spend the rest of the day working on this stuff, and I can walk around and help anyone who's still having problems. If you finish this, great. If you don't finish this, and I shouldn't say this because now no one's going to finish it, then you have to stay here anyway for attendance, but it's not going to really affect anything. So you don't get 2 missing assignments. You only get 1 missing. So if you did the first part from yesterday, you can use that as one of your assignments. If you've done all of the assignments, 1 through 5, You can use that as extra credit or extra buffer, just in case you don't do well on the final exam. It pretty much counts as an extra assignment. This part doesn't count for anything. So if you have to do the first part. The first part's easier than the second part. I will tell you that some of these queries, and I know they're broken out into different sections, do all the queries. Once you figure one out, you'll be able to figure the rest of them out. Some of them are a bit challenging, so use it kind of like a brain twister if you want to and see what you can do with it. Some of you might not get through the table creation part, but make it into a different object so I know you've done both of them if I look at it. So I give you extra padded bonus points if I've seen you've done both of them. So this is just in the case that you don't do well on the final exam or something. It's a little buffer. So questions about the activity for today? Then I'm gonna make sure. Let me let you go here then.